All right, I got everything jarred up. I posted the picture of the final product on the community tab if you want to look at it. I ended up with 3 jars full, and then enough in the pot for me to eat today. So turned out to be a good batch. I'm just getting the cards picked up from the last pull. Working on my matcha milk this morning. I started a new combination with the matcha milk. I have actually started adding, instead of just doing the matcha by itself, I started adding it to my protein mix. So it's got a good vanilla flavor to it. So that's something new that I started trying these last couple days. All right. We got some classical music going on the radio this morning. For this grand rising. It turned into a snowed in Sunday, 1:33 on the timer when I looked. I didn't plan on being snowed in again today. I thought it would kind of clear up, but when I woke up at stupid o'clock this morning, it had started snowing again, which I was not expecting. So it ended up being another snowed in kind of day. So we're going to get our daily scripture, and then we'll get into our affirmations, and we'll just go from there. I hope everybody's having a peaceful, positive, and productive start to your day today. If not, I pray that your angels, ancestors, spirit guides, and of course the Most High help you with that. I also pray that He clothes us in His armor from head to toe, that He strengthens our discernment and guides our steps as we go throughout this day. We're going to go ahead and say the Lord's Prayer as well. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our trespasses, as we forgive those who have trespassed against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Ashe. We got Matthew 6:21. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. We literally have gotten this, I think, 3 or 4 times back to back now. I have made you, and I will carry you. I will sustain you, and I will rescue you. Same color, same pattern. That is Isaiah 46, verse 4. Let's see what was on the bottom. Same pattern. James 1, 17 and 18. Every good and perfect gift from above, coming down from the Father of the heavenly lights, who does not change like shifting shadows. Interesting that we're seeing the number 17 and 18 when we read Matthew chapter 17 and 18 yesterday. The scripture that we talked about yesterday was Matthew chapter 17, verse 21. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. I want to say that's the 3rd or 4th time in a row that that card has come out. All right, let's get our morning mantra. Happy Sunday. Whether it's a self-care kind of day or a cozy up in bed kind of day, whatever kind of day you're having today, I hope you have a good one. 4:44 on the timer when I looked. Angel number 222. I've been seeing that a lot here lately, the last couple days. 222. We will pull some angel numbers here in a few minutes. A little smudge of manners goes a long way each and every day. Saying thank you, holding doors, Venmoing right away instead of waiting for that awkward request no one wants to have to send. We just put that back in there. Having good manners. I'll do my best today, no matter what. Even if my best is way, way less than perfect, it still counts. So do your best today. Have good manners. Be kind. Do not let other people's energy influence your day, and don't let your energy have a negative effect on somebody else's day. My grief matters. That's our grief affirmation for the day. Our grief does matter. Usually there's something to learn from it. All right, let's get our chakra wisdom affirmation. I wish I could share the soup with you guys. It really did turn out good. That's what I'll be having for lunch today. We got second chakra, sacral chakra, well-being. I honor and respect my body by giving it what it deserves to thrive. I provide myself with the best food, exercise, water, relaxation, therapeutic treatments, and thoughts. I only consume foods and liquids that were designed by nature to be in my body. I stimulate my body's energy flow with exercise. I make time to rest, as stillness and tranquility are vital to keep my mind and body rejuvenated. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I had to cut my thermostat down a little bit. My heater was really working overtime with these cold temperatures. We got down into the single digits. I think we even dropped below 0 at some point during the night. When I woke up this morning, the feel like temperature was 1. So I'm sure at some point during the night we dropped below 0. With the feel like temperature, that is. All right, let's get a wild offering affirmation. Enjoyment. We've got perfectionism on the bottom of the deck. If I can get my fingers to work. Backed by loneliness. Those two did not want to come apart. And then calmness on the top of the deck. Enjoyment. I'm going to go ahead and get the other deck out so I don't stack these on top of it. Striving and pushing makes life into endless hard work. The more you are inviting love to take over, the more enjoyment comes. Allow me to enjoy this life, dear Lord. All right, perfectionism. Permission to make mistakes is so freeing. It's the root of creativity and change. Allow me, divine, to make as many mistakes as I need. Free me from the prison of perfectionism. Going back to what we saw with the mantra cards, I didn't take it out, but let's take it out. I'll do my best today. It doesn't have to be perfect. Even if my best is way, way less than perfect, it still counts. We got loneliness. When you stop fearing your aloneness, you stop settling for less than you deserve. May I embrace and love my solitude, and that's when kindred spirits can finally come. And then we got calmness. The inner divine is the witness of all, remaining still and quiet even during intense turbulence. So take a deep breath and then say, Quiet my mind, dear Lord. May your peaceful calm take over. 10:10 when I looked at the timer. All right, let's get us some angel numbers. Yesterday we got 1177 and 1515. Growth and self-care. We got 66, don't worry, on the bottom of the deck as we're getting started. 1033 on the timer. I really would prefer to always have the classical music in the background, but I can't always pick up this station. So I'm enjoying it today. I hope you do as well. All right, angel numbers. My fingers are cold. Relationships, number 2. We got 1010, embrace the journey on the bottom of the deck. And 504, one day at a time on the top of the deck. Relationships, community, partnership, connection, support, friendship, and new beginnings. Reflect on your roles in your relationships. This card may be signaling that you need the support of a community to overcome a challenge, or that you're ready to embrace new friendships or a meaningful partnership. In what ways can I strengthen my current relationships or open myself to new connections? Reach out to someone today who could use your support, or explore a new social opportunity that aligns with your values. That's been coming up a lot here lately. Meaningful partnerships, teamwork, collaborations. All right, 1010, embrace the journey. Journey, trust, opportunities, progress, happiness, and alignment. It's time to bring your cherished ideas to life. The right people, circumstances, and resources are aligning in your favor. Happiness and new opportunities are on the horizon. What steps can I take to embrace the journey ahead? How can I stay open to the new opportunities being sent my way? Take a moment to reflect on your long-held dreams and ideas. Begin implementing one step at a time. Trust that the universe is sending you the support you need. And then one day at a time, 504. Patience, present, progress, focus, daily effort, future, and mindfulness. The effort you put in today is what will illuminate your future. Focus on doing the right things today and don't worry about what will happen tomorrow. Your daily efforts are building the foundation for tomorrow's success. What steps can I take today to progress toward my goals? And how can I stay focused on the present? We talked about that the other day. Not being in the past, not being in the future, but being in the present moment. Identify one key task or action you can take today that will move you closer to your goals. Concentrate on completing this task and trust that each step you take is building your path forward. Kind of what we talked about yesterday, as far as making positive use of this involuntary hibernation, using that time to complete tasks maybe that you've been procrastinating, using the time to have some much needed self-care, self-love time. All right. Intermission. The matcha really is a good combination with the protein mix. It goes well together. All right. Now we'll pull from Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle. Yesterday, we got Sundress. Do it for you. We got 25 mural on the bottom of the deck as we're getting started. All right. Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle. Look at that. Sundress came right back out, followed by Raindrops. Take a chance on them. Wow. Stars, number 5. You can manifest your every wish on the bottom of the deck. And Homeward. Take yourself out on a date, number 42 on the top of the deck. Wow, how interesting that came right back out. Do it for you. And then Raindrops, take a chance on them. The last time we got this, we talked about friendship and then also about the fairies. It hasn't been that long since we've got that card. 39 and 41. Even though we just got it yesterday, we're going to read it. We got a lot of duplicates here today. The chakra affirmation, the scripture card, and the mantra, and now this. That's a lot of confirmations. All right. When it comes to healing and recovery, make sure you're doing it for yourself, not for somebody else. Becoming too dependent on other people will only end in disappointment. People leave, friends drift, and family members become estranged. Your reason needs to be bigger than them. And believe it or not, you are important enough to be that reason. Raindrops, take a chance on them. Number 39. If anyone has a reason to keep their guard up, it's you. People have been known to mistreat you, and like any rational person, you finally got tired of it, went back inside, locked the door. But you weren't supposed to stay out of the rain forever. No matter how terrifying the prospect may seem, you need to put yourself out there again. Whoever it is you're thinking of, they can be trusted to walk with you through the storm. Wow. So trusted friendships, companionships, teamwork. Whether it's a community, a partnership, a connection, support, friendship, or new beginnings. Relationships. I'm not sure what happened to the classical music. It sounds like it's turned into opera. Not a huge fan of opera, but mostly because I can't understand what they're saying. I'm really interested. I want to read this 42 for multiple different reasons. Excuse me, sorry. One, because we got 41 already, so 42, that's number synchronicities. But also because we've never seen that card before. So 42, take yourself out on a date. Slow down. It's time to press pause and contemplate before the next leg of your journey. It's in those solitary, introspective moments where we learn the most interesting and eye-opening things about ourselves. Take yourself out on a date of sorts, even if it's just a quiet and cozy night at home. Enjoy your own company. What did I talk about? About having a self-care day? Doesn't literally mean going out on a date. It just means loving on yourself a little bit extra today. Let's see what 5 says. 5 was on the bottom of the deck. Stars, you can manifest your every wish. It's time for you to take your goals and turn them into reality. Create that dream board, wish on those shooting stars, and write in a daily manifestation journal. The universe is waiting to give you exactly what you deserve, given that it's best for everyone involved. Keep in mind that you also need to believe that you deserve it. That's what it says in the sundress card. Do it for you. You deserve it. You are worthy. All right. Put those up there. Actually, I put the angel numbers up there as well. 2, 10, 10, and 504. 504 breaks down to a 9. 10, 10 actually breaks down to a 2. 9 and 2 is 11. All right, let's get some angels of abundance. Yesterday, we got windfall of abundance, unlimited ideas, deservingness, and abundance mindset. Sorry for all the sniffles. It is a little chilly in here, but I turned my thermostat down just to give my heater a break. It's pretty much been running nonstop for the last couple of days. And I only turned it down to 66, but when it's as cold as it is outside, 66 is a big difference. All right. Angels of Abundance Oracle. Successful funding. Let go of guilt on the bottom of the deck. And organize for success on the top of the deck. Successful funding. Your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to help you. Let go of guilt. When you allow your light to shine brightly, you inspire others. Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done, and trust that God loves you unconditionally for who you are. Learn and grow from past mistakes instead of berating yourself for them. So don't beat yourself up for the mistakes that you've made in the past. Organize for success. Do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, and your finances will help you know and plan your next action steps. Letting go of the guilt that may be holding you back from taking those steps. Maybe the guilt holding you back from reaching out for that successful funding. You know, a lot of us feel like, especially when we have a specific goal in mind, that we have to do it all on our own, but that's not necessarily the case. Remember, we do have number 2, relationships, community, partnership, connection, support, friendship, and new beginnings. Relationships does not always mean a love, like an intimate relationship. All right, let's get some affirmations from the Affirmators deck. Last time we got vitality, perseverance, and nature. We've got self-love on the bottom of the deck as we're getting started. self-help without all the self-helpiness. Actually, before we go there, let me take an intermission. Let me go check my soup. I forgot I had made me a cup of coffee too. It was still sitting in there on the counter. Okay. Yeah, that soup's going to be nice and warming and filling for the day. All right. Here we go. Self-help without all the self-helpiness. Spontaneity wanted to show itself. Forgiveness on the bottom of the deck. Courage. No one is fearless. No one. But even though I'm not fearless, I'm courageous. When fear shows up, I don't run away from it. I use my courage to conquer it. My courage allows me to walk right up to that fear and kick it in the nuts, then quickly hide behind someone bigger until it goes away. So courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to push through the fear. We got friendliness on the bottom of the deck and patience on the top of the deck. So whenever I smile, I make someone's day better. What a cool way to buy happiness for free. Today, I will remember what an awesome power I hold, and I'll take joy in improving lives simply by giving away grins like crazy. Congratulations, you've been granted more patience. You may start using it right away or much, much later. Waiting a long time is the sort of option now afforded to you by greater patience. Remember, we saw the patience energy for a long time. It came out almost every day. Can you believe it? Look at this. You're still reading and you haven't started getting annoyed yet. Imagine how this patience will transform your life. Imagine how easy it will be to go to the post office. So practicing patience, can be an act of kindness, an act of friendliness, being patient with other people, and obviously, being patient with yourself as well. All right, now we'll pull from the Forest Spirit Oracle. Yesterday we got Green Fairy, Raccoon, and Dragonfly Elf. Creativity, potential, and imagination. We got Dragon, Guardian Spirit on the bottom of the deck as we're getting started. One more. All right, Forest Spirit Oracle, Tiger Spirit. We got Wood Nymph on the bottom of the deck. I think that's the first time we've seen that one. And Butterfly Spirit on the top of the deck. Hasn't been that long since we saw the butterfly. We're also seeing Bear and Elephant, Strength, Wisdom, Untamed Spirit. All right, but what actually flipped over was Tiger Spirit, brave and confident, very much lining up with the courage from the Affirmators deck. Make yourself stronger. Courage and confidence enable you to maintain your status and dignity in various situations. Wood Nymph, magic touch. Use your gentle touch and intention to restore balance and heal yourself and others. And then Butterfly Spirit, transformation, welcome change and emerge stronger, just as the butterfly emerges from its cocoon. So remember in the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle, it talked about it being in that isolation energy, but it being also time to break out of that isolation energy, breaking out of the cocoon, emerging and starting a new chapter, maybe even a new book, depending on what's been going on in your life. All right. We will pull from the love deck today. We'll pull a few from it. Not many, but we'll pull a few. I bypassed it yesterday. Just wasn't feeling it. We'll only be pulling from the love deck until Valentine's Day, and then it will get retired. All right. I think I have seen you in my dreams before. This feeling is strangely pulling me toward you. Be adaptive and receptive to lead our love to divine growth. That's what we're seeing on the cut. And remember, we could be talking about self-love here, not just love of another person. We've already seen the self-love energy out here several times today. All right. Well, maybe not. Big egos would lead this relationship to a darker place. We saw that the other day. Not letting your ego get in the way. We shouldn't be influenced by the outside world. Just focus on us too. If we're talking about it from a self-love perspective, loving yourself for who you are. Don't change who you are to pacify or satisfy other people. Be your true, authentic self. Do it for you. Going back to our Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle, the Sundress card, do it for you. No doubt you are the one and only I want to spend the rest of my life with. I mean, in reality, we are the person that we can't run away from. We are stuck with us. So, you better love yourself right, because, in the end, you are the only person that can do that. Big egos would lead this relationship to a darker place. Having an inflamed ego can cause a lot of damage, not only in your external world, but in your emotional and spiritual world as well. Being fair sometimes brings us balance and more understanding. Be gentle with yourself. Whoa. I miss the old you. I miss us. That kind of goes back to what we talked about the other day. You can't go back. Once you take off the rose colored glasses, things are never the same. This love is lithium. Along our healing journey, we do go through those moments where, we wish we could go back to the way things used to be. I don't want our love to become worse by minor things unconsciously piling up. Look at there. Be adaptive and receptive to lead our love to divine growth. We saw that on the cut as we were getting started. Our minds intertwine without saying anything out loud. We saw that the other day. Telepathy energy. Being fair with yourself. We talked about that the other day. We can be our own worst critic. The storm will pass away and I will still be here with you for good. What did I say? You cannot get away from yourself. Maybe we have so many differences. I just can't meet your standards. Don't be afraid to acknowledge those differences when people come into your life. We talked about that the other day. Not ignoring the red flags. Being honest with yourself and with other people. The relationships, no matter what kind of relationship or connection it is, they're not always meant to stay. Sometimes they come in, they either come in to stay or they come in to teach us something. Either way. And usually both, even if they come to stay, they're still there to teach us something. All right, Nature Seasons Oracle. I ain't looking at what the old ones were that I put in. I'm pretty sure one was Fox. I think one was Sorrow. And I don't remember what the other one was. All right. Nature Seasons. Healing and look, it came right back out. Sorrow. Expression and release. Anger on the bottom of the deck. And thunder. Revelation and awakening on the top of the deck. So a lot of emotion out here. Be patient with yourself, as not all of us are as comfortable as others expressing our emotions or healing our emotions. Sorrow is part of our emotions and also the beginning of healing. Allow yourself to feel and express sorrow. By releasing these emotions, you open up the healing power within you. Let go of the burden and give your heart the time it needs to heal. And then we got anger, expression and release. Anger is a powerful emotion that calls for expression and release. Don't suppress your anger. Face it head on. Express it in healthy ways and let it become the driving force for transformation, progress, not a roadblock. We've got transformation out here with the butterfly spirit. And then revelation and awakening with thunder. Today is a moment of awakening. Sudden revelations may break your old patterns of thinking and offer you a fresh perspective. Open your heart to these shocks and insights and let them guide you to transformation. So triple confirmation on the transformation energy. The emotion aspect of this could be what's holding back that transformation. Maybe fear of expressing your emotions. We did get courage. Courage is needed to push through the fear. If we talk about this in a self aspect, being patient with yourself as you're learning how to do that. All right. Celestial insights. Last time we got emotion, balance, and accept. Look at there. That's very much lining up with what we're talking about out here today. Accepting the responsibility of balancing out your emotions. We got value indication on the bottom of the deck as we're getting started. We got yes on the cut. Okay, so yes. This is about emotions. I'll do my best today, no matter what. Even if my best is way, way less than perfect, it still counts. For where my treasure is, that is where my heart will also lie. It was 41:44 on the timer when I looked. All right, celestial insights. Guilty. Double confirmation on the guilt energy. We also got let go of guilt from the Angels of Abundance Oracle. Guilty. Guilt can hold you back. Are you carrying the weight of past decisions? Forgive yourself and move forward. Only then can you truly grow. We did see the forgiveness card from the Affirmators deck. We've got embrace on the bottom of the deck. Embrace the changes happening around you. Have recent changes made you uneasy? Accept them, adjust, and discover the opportunities that come with transformation. And then we've got infinite possibilities on the top of the deck. You are at the threshold of infinite possibilities. The universe is opening new paths for you. Break free from old limits and explore the unknown. The potential ahead is greater than you think. Taking it one day at a time, going back to our angel numbers. Embrace the journey, 1010, and one day at a time, 504. Don't expect the changes to happen overnight. Healing, progress, change, awakening, evolution, revelation, however you want to look at it, that all takes time. Oh my goodness, I should not be yawning, but I am. Intermission. All right. We'll get some animal allies, and we'll also pull from the Namaste deck. We'll do Namaste first, actually. 44:15 on the timer when I looked. Oh, and my birds were out very early this morning. I tell you one thing, I'm going to end up having to buy some more bird seed. One more. All right, Namaste, the Stress deck. Find your center of power. Your power may be in your legs. Some people hold their power in their shoulders or chest. Perhaps your power is in your core. Look for it. Feel for it. Once you find it, reside in that place with your mind. Let your power grow as big as it wants to and spread all over your body. Reside here for 8 minutes. Once you find your power, you know where to look the next time you need it. Your power will also help you understand how to set up healthy boundaries to protect yourself. We got the boundaries energy yesterday, not only from the angel numbers, but from the chakra affirmations as well. Setting boundaries. All right, now we'll pull from the animal allies. Yesterday we saw crane. We got swan on the bottom of the deck as we're getting started. Got cardinal on the cut. That being said, majority of the birds that have been coming for the seed have been cardinals. Whoa. All right, animal allies. There's been one bird that I keep seeing, hawk. Hasn't been that long since we saw the hawk energy. I think we got this when we got the hummingbird. Look at that. Hummingbird on the bottom of the deck. Hasn't been that long since we saw those two cards. And raven. I don't know if it's this candle. Yep. That wick has started laying on that glass. We're just going to go ahead and blow it out. All right. So hawk, hummingbird, and raven. Hawk. Hawk superpowers. Noticing details, adapting to change, strength, grace, good aim, independence, and spiritual awareness. Hawk wisdom. Internal changes happen over time. It's never too late to begin to build new habits or strengthen weak areas. When hawk appears, look at whatever is troubling you from both a high and low perspective. Turn over each rock in your psyche. What's there? Trying to get your attention. Home in on your own sharp senses to get a more expansive view. Hawk wants you to know magic and synchronicities are right here, right now. Use all 6 senses to receive the signs trying to speak to you. They can appear from anywhere at any time, and only you can decipher what they might mean. And then hummingbird. Hummingbird superpowers. Joy, receiving, sweetness, gratitude, good luck, accomplishing the impossible, overcoming limiting beliefs, beauty, childlike wonder, and love. Hummingbird wisdom. There is no benefit to playing small. It's not possible to receive too much abundance. There will always be enough for everyone. When hummingbird appears, celebrate yourself and the way you show up in the world. Be open to receiving all the sweetness life has to offer. What will you gift to yourself? Hummingbird wants you to know. Expect more joy and ease soon. Open your heart and beat your wings. The world is ready for your unique brand of beauty and style. And then we got raven. Raven superpowers. Magic, operating on multiple planes at once, inner awakening, ancient wisdom, transformation, and intelligence. Raven wisdom. Not all mysteries are scary or unsettling. Sometimes the most powerful gifts come to us through visions and prophetic nudges. Only the recipient can decipher what's being dropped at their feet. When Raven appears, keep your inner eye open for signs, symbols, and messages. Expect the unexpected. Raven wants you to know it's a good time to consider any new revelations or different thoughts knocking around your mind as an open invitation to conspire with mystical opportunities. Do not focus on the how, but rather stay open to the now. Wow. A lot of confirmations right there of everything that we've already talked about this morning and really in the last couple days. All right, let's pull from the Unstoppable You Oracle. Last time we got the risk is worth the reward, and you are the author. We got show up scared on the bottom of the deck as we're getting started. Very much aligning with the courage card already that we already got out here. One more. All right, the Unstoppable You Oracle. All right, we got This Is Your Season. That's what came out first. Then You Are the Magic. I love the imagery on these cards. It's just beautiful. Keep the promise you made to yourself. And Your Fire is Sacred. We also have You Are Not Too Much on the bottom of the deck. And Fear Means You're Growing on the top of the deck. But what came out first is This Is Your Season. So that's the one we'll read. You are the magic. Keep the promise you made to yourself. Your fire is sacred. You are not too much. Fear means you are growing. This is your season. Page 42. Core message. You are not behind. You are right on time. Key themes. Divine timing. Trust in the process. Alignment. Self-compassion. Patience. And personal rhythm. The message. You haven't missed your moment. You're not too late. The timeline your mind made up is not the one your soul is following. This is your season, not because everything is perfect, but because everything is aligned for exactly where you are meant to be right now. Growth doesn't always look like fireworks. Sometimes it looks like stillness, preparation, or unseen shifts. But trust, things are unfolding in your favor, even if you can't see the full picture yet. Stop comparing your pace to someone else's. Their spring isn't your winter. Your timeline isn't meant to match theirs. You are not behind, you are becoming. The guidance. This card shows up when impatience or comparison has crept in. Maybe you feel like you should be further along or like everyone else is moving faster. But your soul doesn't measure success in speed, it measures it in truth, alignment, and integrity. Every delay, detour, and pause has purpose. Your only job is to keep showing up for the moment you're in because it's leading you exactly where you need to go. Journaling prompts. Where am I putting pressure on myself to be further ahead? What if I trusted my timing was divine, not delayed? How have I already grown in ways I once prayed for? Grounding practice, timeline release. Take a deep breath and write down every should you've been carrying, where you think you should be, what you should have achieved, how fast it should be happening. Then cross out each one. In its place, write, I trust my season, I trust my pace. The affirmation, I am exactly where I'm meant to be. My journey is unfolding on time and in alignment. Action step, let go of rushing. Take one aligned action today that honors your current season. Wait a minute, not who you think you should be, but who you truly are right now. Trust the timing. You're not late, you're blooming. Fear means you're growing. Strong transformation, changes, and growth energy out here today. Being patient with yourself, finding enjoyment in the little moments while you're waiting. You know, that energy used to come up a lot. The the waiting in between, like when you've walked away from the old, but you haven't walked into the new, that kind of limbo energy. Whoa, that was close. Making positive use of that time. If I would have spilt that, that would have been the third thing I spilled this morning. Almost first thing this morning, I spilt a whole little miniature flower pot of potting soil all over my bathroom. Okay. Sorry, that gave me a mild panic attack because that would have spilled all over my bed and would have been a huge mess. Okay. Whew. All right. Let's get into the big cards. We'll pull from the Chakra Wisdom Oracle deck. Last time we got impatience, expansion, and complacency. We've got Destiny on the bottom of the deck as we're getting started. Bittersweet, completion, and release. Look at that. Those just popped out off the bottom of the deck when I was shuffling. Bittersweet, completion, and release. That's a story in itself. It may be bittersweet, but the completion is here. It's time to release. Going back to what we were talking about earlier about the emotions that hold us back. It's time to release those. It may be bittersweet, but it's time for completion. We read about the completion energy yesterday when we did the scripture reading. Forgiveness, an hour and 44 seconds exactly when I looked at the timer. We won't keep those. I just wanted to acknowledge them. It's a bittersweet symphony that's life. You know that song, don't you? Trickery and self-worth. Don't let somebody trick you out of your self-worth. We just want one, please. What was that? We're not going to get just one out of this deck. You can tell in a couple days. Impasse. It hasn't been that long since we saw that. And Quest. You may experience detours along the quest, your spiritual quest, your spiritual journey. Just because you experience detours does not mean you're in the wrong place. Gratitude also came out. The attitude of gratitude. Vanity, impatience, 7 deadly sins, going back to what we talked about earlier with the ego. Gratitude came right back out with abundance. Gratitude equals abundance. The more you show gratitude, the more abundance will come your way. If you're not grateful for what you have already, do you think the universe is going to bless you with more? Not saying you can't get it, but you're not going to get it the right way. Despondence also flipped over. Vanity, we'll take it. That's the second time vanity's flipped over. We got gratitude on the bottom of the deck and growth on the top of the deck. Sure, gratitude always leads to growth. All right, vanity. I need more, better, bigger. Yes, that will make me okay. Inspiration. We all say we will stop when we have enough, but there's never enough. You may be looking outside yourself for validation. Personal inquiry. Am I feeling disconnected from any people in my life? Am I growing away from limiting relationships? Key ideas: environmental tension, living in illusion, self-doubt, power to change, lesser companions, and empty conversations. Key words: faith, awareness, and transformation. Triple confirmation on the transformation. The tenacious balance between what is true in our heart and what we communicate is reflected in Aqua. Are you living and communicating your truth or just playing along? This may be a time of awakening to a new way of being. Be aware of distractions that may pull you away from the true you. Wow. Where's it at? Strong transformation energy. Growth, gratitude, and transformation. All right. Now we'll pull from the Wandering Heart Oracle. This time we got miscarriage and bear fruit. We got fallback number 35 on the bottom of the deck as we're getting started. Celebration number 14 on the cut. One more. I just want one, please. Wandering Heart Oracle. Follow your heart. I'm pretty sure this card also talks about companionship, teamwork. Wherever the wind blows, go there. Expansion and bravery. When I think back to a time when I can truly say I was fearless, I always remember the feelings right before. Either I was tired of living a lie or I was tired of worrying about what others might have to say. Eventually, you make the decision to live out your own truth and embark on your own authentic journey, or you choose to comfort others while they experience their own. Only you can decide which makes you feel the most complete. When I think back to the moments that I was daring, I remember the guilt, triple confirmation on the guilt. Hold on, I lost my spot. I remember the guilt rushing, fleeting from my body. The worries never disappeared, they just found their place. To each their own, I said. You are here for a reason. Now is the time to expand beyond the constructs of your own mind. Reach higher, live how you want to, set beautiful goals for yourself. Remember, you are protected by a divine source. There is no right or wrong way to be. The moment you choose movement, spirit moves with you. The consequences of your actions will always show up. Choose what you would like to be rewarded for. Beautiful. We've talked about that a lot the last couple days. The reciprocation energy, putting out what you want to receive back. All right, now we'll pull from the Archangel of Fire Oracle. Last time we got 15 Jophiel and 3 Anuchiel. And then after this, we'll pull, I guess, maybe an herbal astrology and a Mary Magdalene, and we'll be done. We're at 1:08:52 on the timer. Archangel of Fire Oracle. Jehutiel, number 32. Camiel, number 7 on the bottom of the deck. Acatriel, number 34 on the top of the deck. Very masculine energy. All 3 masculines. All right, so 7, 32, and 34. Camiel, justice. Have you acted out of lack of integrity? Are you taking full responsibility for your life? Reveal the true you, and you will see the loving nature of humankind. So once again, being your true, authentic self. 32. Jehutiel, leadership and endeavor. Message, I'm assisting you with your spiritual endeavor. You are a natural leader. Stay true to your integrity. So once again, mentioning integrity. And then Acatriel, number 34, glory. Do not compare yourself to others, nor listen to the criticism or judgment from those who choose to remain closed to their own hearts. Likewise, do not judge another. Listen to the voice of God within to know the right course of action to take. Wow. And his card is on page 111. Been seeing a lot of the 1111, 111 here lately. All right. Herbal Astrology Oracle. Last time we got Sage, number 6, Blessing, and Ashwagandha, number 54, Purpose. We got 24, Tobacco Offering on the bottom of the deck as we're getting started. It was 111.44 when I looked at the timer. All right. Herbal Astrology Oracle. Kava Kava is what came out, but several flipped over. Mugwort, Psychic Healing. 34, Shape Shifting. 32, Completion. 43, Surrender. 49, Commune, and 45, Sensuality. But what actually flipped over was Kava Kava, number 48, Community. Notice the butterfly in the image. We got Motherwort 13, Strength on the bottom of the deck. Kava Kava, number 48, Community. All right, Celebration, Kinship. We saw Celebration with the Wandering Heart Oracle. Celebration, Kinship with Tribe, Community, Friendship, Union, Finding Your Chosen Family. Astrological Ruler, the Pluto and the Moon. Kava's energy moves through our nervous system like a butterfly, relaxing, widening, and assisting us in surrendering. Although you might be amid an important moment in your life, remember that you don't have to do it alone. When you widen your circles intentionally, you receive support from the universe and others to join you on the path. To fully draw upon Butterfly's medicine, it gently invites you to observe our position in the community in this moment. Are you a protector, creator, connector, or visionary? And how does that correlate this moment in your life alongside your personal evolution? Egg, caterpillar, cocoon, or butterfly? Oftentimes, finding your purpose within your community and the parallels with your inner journey can provide great relief and meaning. Where's it at? There it is. Triple confirmation on the butterfly transformation energy. Kava Kava is great for rest and relaxation. You can get it in capsule form. You can also get it in powder or plant form. All right, now we'll pull from Mary Magdalene and we'll be done for the day. Last time we got the Cave of Eggs. We exist in and with each other. That was number 30. We've got the Dove. Spirit speaks through the body never lies on the bottom of the deck as we're getting started. One more. 1:15:56 on the timer. All right, Mary, Mary, full of grace, what advice can you give us today? The red thread. Good recognizes good. It has not been that long since we got this card. We've got the rose. Everything comes from within. I trust divine timing on the bottom of the deck. And sacred worth. I am worthy of love. Strong self-love, self-worth energy out here today. The red thread. It has not been that long since we got this card because I remember I still have not put a number on the back of it, and it took me a few minutes to find it last time. The red thread, page 58. Good recognizes good. It's hard to remember what we have never been taught. It takes trusting our own intuition, our own heart. It takes learning how to listen to what the soul whispers to us when we can get still enough, free enough from the distracting chaos of our everyday life. It's a mystery to me what allows us to remember the good, and I trust it always will be. Maybe it's blood memory. Maybe it's encoded somewhere in the soul or in the heart of what it means to be human. Good recognizes good. I was first given a red thread by a shaman when I saw her for the first time. The only accurate way to describe it is that I recognized her. I remembered her, but I couldn't possibly know or grasp how or from when. And that wasn't the point of the recognition. The point was to strengthen my own trust in myself, because my intuition, my soul, had led me to her. The red thread is about remembering the good within ourselves and each other. And the red thread is about recognizing those who are walking with us, to remind us that we are here together to be the good. It's worn on the left wrist, the feminine side of the body, to acknowledge that it's the feminine within each of us that receives spirit from within. The red thread is for those of us who are devoted to returning again and again to the heart, who listen to what the heart knows and then do whatever we can to put that knowing into action. Mary Magdalene anointed Christ before he was crucified. Mary made anointing the most sacred ritual in the Christian tradition. Mary was given secret teachings from Christ because his love for her was extraordinary. Mary's gospel was buried and forgotten for millennia. This is why I wear the red thread. It's hard to remember something you have never been taught, but I do this in memory of her. I do this because the good can never be lost. The Soul Voice Meditation. What do I know in this moment that no one ever taught me? Ask your soul, what do you know? It was 1:19:29 on the timer when I looked. As always, be grateful for what you have, the big, the small, and the blessings yet to come. If you see a need out there today, tomorrow, next week, if there's any possible way that you can fill that need, please do so. You may not only better their day, but you could possibly change their life, and you never know the impact it could have on yours. Be blessed, find peace, and I'll see you next time.